Hey guys, how you doing? And before you start thinking that I have some type of threatening disease, that's not what this video is about. I know the title can be a little misleading, but hang in there, I will explain. So, early this week, for those of you who've been watching, know that I go to group therapy, and I was just diagnosed with agoraphobia. I don't know how. I think it's agoraphobia. That's how I say it. And I had no idea what it was, and they weren't exactly explaining to me. Well, immediately they didn't explain to me, and I was going into a panic. I was like, what the fuck is that? After a while, they actually explained to me, and they told me it was a panic disorder. And at first, I was like in denial. I was like, I don't have a panic disorder. That's not me at all. And then I went home and actually looked up what agoraphobia was. I actually went onto a hospital link to actually get a proper definition of what it was. And oh my gosh, I relate to all of it. You know when you actually see something and you're just like, oh my gosh, me. I was doing that, but I was less enthusiastic about it. I got my phone right here, and I was actually going to read out the definitions of what this is. And oh my gosh, like I said, I was like, I don't have that. But the more I read about this, I was like, me. I mean, listen to this. Fear of being alone in any situation, me. Fear of being in crowded places, me. Oh, I love this one. Inability to leave your house or housebound, exactly what that is, or only able to leave it if someone else goes with you. Fucking me. Helplessness, over dependence of others, this whole thing, it just describes me. And I don't like it. I don't like it at all, but it's who I am. And seriously though, like, I was freaking out about it, and my family was like, calm down, it's not the end of the world. Are you freaking kidding me? Like, it's basic definition saying that I'm afraid to leave my house. And I have to admit, like, I do go out. Like, I have not gone out in town, but I go to therapy and I come back home and I'm in my room. And that's my life. And it's true. Bro, I relate to everything it says about it. And it's, I don't want to be this way, but that's how I am. And I am going to fight it against it, because I don't want to have this. I don't want to have a phobia of leaving the house. Are you kidding me? Not only that, but when you're going through that, when it's a panic disorder, so you have panic attacks. And I had a panic attack yesterday, and those suckers freaking, you feel like you're dying. I'm not even like, I'm not over exaggerating. You feel like you're dying. Your heart feels like it's going to pump out. And your breathing is crazy. You start to hyperventilate. You start sweating. You're shaking. Your whole body is like fighting against you. And the whole entire time you're telling yourself, calm down. You're okay. Everything's fine. Nope. Your body's like, fuck you. I mean, when I found out that I had a panic disorder, I mean, it wasn't exactly news for me. I mean, I've always known I had anxiety, but I've always called it just anxiety or social anxiety, because I had a fear of people and going in crowds and talking to new people. I was always like, get away from me. But all panic aside, sorry, that was a joke for me. All panic aside, I'm so happy that there's actually a word for it, that I actually have something to say, yes, I have agoraphobia, and now that I'm actually diagnosed with it, I can say, aha, suckers, you can't say I don't have anything, because according to professionals, I do. So, and I'm not using this as an excuse or anything like that. Like, so no, it's gonna be like, hey, you wanna go hang out? I'll be like, oh, sorry, I have agoraphobia. Click. No, I'm not gonna be doing that, and I love to go out, but like I said, I could only go to places. I said only. I go to places if someone's with me, and I feel comfortable when someone's with me, because it feels like the world is not, like, I ignore the world, outside world, and it's just me and my friend, or me and multiple friends, or me and this family. Like, I'm able to do that, and I love that. And it sucks having a panic disorder. It sucks that every time you think about going to the outside world, and the outside world may only be from your front door to maybe a place down the street. I'm scared to go to gyms. And not like I'm scared to go to gyms because everybody's going to look at me. I'm scared to go to gyms because there's people there in the first place. I never really knew this, but apparently it becomes a phobia when it actually starts to take over your life. And definitely I have let my panic disorder take over my life. And I hate that I have done that. I hate that I let it take over. But, and this goes far beyond introvert. Because that was another thing I would say. Like, oh, I'm an anxious introvert. I just like to stay indoors. No, I have panic attacks and I black out when I'm in really large crowds. So, yeah, I found out about myself earlier this week. And just another thing added. Well, I guess it's not. In my head, it was saying, oh, great. Another thing added to myself was depressed, anxious, panic disorder with more. But technically, I've had this for a while. It just finally has a name, and I'm actually glad it has a name because now I know what to look up and how to control it and do my best to control it, and I'm not doing it alone, so I'm actually happy about that. If any of y'all are actually curious about what this is, what agoraphobia is, how many times have I actually said agoraphobia in this video? If y'all can count and actually pay me, I probably would tally myself. Probably up here. Or there. I don't know. I'll tally somewhere where how many times I actually said agoraphobia. Future me? How many? Okay. I guess it's not that bad. But that's the video. I don't know. I just wanted to say well, not a rant, but just be like, well, this was my week. This is what I learned. And I don't know, it's something I just have to deal with, something I have to manage, and something I know I can get over, hopefully. And that is a lot coming from me, because there was a point in my life last month that I was in such negative thinking that I thought my life is over. That's it. I have no future. But since I've actually started going to therapy and actually started talking about my emotions, if my therapist actually saw this, she'd be like, nope, that's it. You're self-deprecating yourself. You need to stand up and have 3 positive things. It's a rule in therapy that if you self-deprecate, you have to say 3 positive things about yourself. It's annoying as it sounds. So yeah, if you guys are curious where I got this information from, I'll leave the description below. You guys can check it out yourself. Just if you guys are curious or wondering, is that me too? Just look at that. It's a pretty cool site. It's an actual hospital site. Like it's not like Wikipedia. Okay, it's not like someone just typed up something. It's an actual site. It's legit. So if you guys are ever curious, I'll put the link below and you guys can check it out yourself. So that's my little rant for the day, and nothing else to say than peace out, guys. Bye.